Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Well, I have a sort of a ta-da. I finally finished this journal kit. It's a big one. I forgot to count the pages, but yep, it's a big one. I'm calling it the Family Story. And it is, you don't have to do genealogy to like this journal, okay? But family history is something that we all just kind of ooh and ah over. I do. I've been doing it for years and years and years, and the past few years I've been doing some on commission for people who know that I do that kind of thing, and then, I make journals for them with a specific family member ancestor, that kind of thing. So that kind of gave me the idea to make a journal kit that anybody could use you can use it just to make a beautiful journal, okay? That's just but you could also use it to sort of showcase an ancestor or ancestors in your family line. So I'm calling it a family story. And I think it's beautiful. I've so much enjoyed making this. I started it back before I got COVID. Now I have pre-COVID and almost post-COVID. I've still got stuff lingering, but anyways, that's my way of doing things. Okay, so this is just my cover sheet, but it gives you a glimpse of what's inside, okay? This is what I'm going to use is, my big envelope style to make this journal. So this is my front cover and my back cover. That's what I think of it as. You've got all this beautiful books and, all these vines and flowers and stuff. And then you see back through there, it's like looking through the past. And you have to do the research to find it. So anyways, it's my symbolism. Okay. All right. And these pages, I just think they're beautiful. I put a lot of thought and effort into them. You've got things from the now, from the past, and from young people learning about all the now and the past and all these things. So you've got a lot of I don't know what you would call it. It's just through time, like getting a letter through time. She's writing something about her life. Well, maybe he's reading about it in the now. You just don't know. Or maybe she's writing about him and he's reading about it. There's just so much that you can do with family history and genealogy. So I put a lot of symbolism in here. Like I said, I've been doing the genealogy thing for, I can't even tell you how many years. A lot. So we've got the past and the present. People doing research and looking for their ancestors and finding out about them, and then new people coming along and reading about them, and to me that's awesome. Each page, now like I said before, I look at this is a page and this is a page. It's one page, I know, but for me, I'm going to mat this on as a page and this on as a page. And same here, you've got an old family portrait here, and here you've got young people that are going to learn about it. You've got people in the past writing about things that happened in their lives. There's so many stories in our family history. Oh my word, I have found so many in my own family history. And it's exciting to do the family history for other people, because then you find every now and then, not every time you find an ancestor, but every now and then you get somebody who kept a journal. And that's like striking gold. Seriously. You get their story. Not just when they were born, where they were born, and where they died, and when they died, and their name. You get their story. What happened to them in their lives. That to me is, the icing on the cake and the cherry on top and all that other stuff. It's just the best. So again, you've got just, to me it's like she's reading about all these things that happened in the past, and these guys are too, and it's just amazing. We've got we've got a few people now in some of these, and I didn't mention it in the others, but some of them have the opacities brought down to where they look a little bit like a ghost. Okay? That's on purpose, because people in the past, sometimes I think they can whisper to you and let you know, hey, I've got a story. If you go look for me, you'll find out about it. You know, that kind of thing. When you're doing genealogy, you get close to people in the past. Or I feel like you do. So, there you go. This is another one, just beautiful pages, okay? And this is another one. There's so many things in so many people's pasts. This lady up here is on a horse, you know. This guy here has got a funny hat on. But back in the old days, they dressed differently. They wore different clothes. They did different jobs, because, you know, nowadays we have a whole lot of things that you don't do that job anymore because it's not a thing. But you've got young people reading about it and learning about it. And so to me, this is one of my very, 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 very favorite kits. Okay? And we've got some big journal cards here with some of the elements from the pages. I just think it's adorable. It's I don't know, to me it's very meaningful. Very, very meaningful, because I've done it for so long till it's just a part of who I am. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful journal cards. I think they are. We've got some, like these couple of guys here, they're dressed in very vintage clothes. They're sitting there having, I don't know, lunch or something. You never know who you're going to find when you start this adventure. And I must warn you, if you start doing genealogy, it's very addictive. You become like Sherlock Holmes. You're looking for that next clue, that next little tidbit of information that's going to take you to somewhere else. A new place, a new person, all kinds of stuff. In my own genealogy, I found some journals, I found some interesting stories. The best place to start, if you haven't started doing your family history, is with yourself, and then check out your parents, see what they know. If you have grandparents and great-grandparents still with you, you're very blessed, and talk to them, interview them. Like you're a detective or something, you know. Interview them. How much do they remember? If they don't remember somebody's name, well, where did they come from? You need all these little bits of information so you can start building your own genealogy journal, you know. And you may find that some people are easier to find than others. I've found that so many times. I have one line in my family. All the way back to Adam. I'm serious. All the way to Adam. And then I have a few others that are pretty far back. But not all the way back. So you'll run into that. If you hit the royals over in England or in some other countries, you can get a lot more information. And then you start, you know, tying it together. But not everybody was a royal. Okay, now this is going to be my signature cover and maybe an insert notebook and things like that. It's going to play double duty, I'm sure, because, yeah, it's just pretty and I like it. So that's my signature cover. Really, really pretty. Now I have some signature pages for this one that are in here, and they're just, I think they're beautiful. You got these little girls reading about the past, or to me they are. And you've got it's like a lantern, I guess. You've got some books over here. This is a lantern with some flowers and vines around it, sort of showing the way, right? To me, that's what it is. And then this one is just a back page that you can print on the back of those. Now, of course, you know, it's me. There's going to be a freebie, right? It's got to be. It's the way I am. So I made this graphic. Excuse me. I made this graphic. And I just put my family tree there. And you've got this lady here writing about something, this guy here writing, who knows. Anyways, so the best place to start is with you. If you have a picture of yourself, I mean, most people do, then your parents, then you've got their parents, and their parents, and their parents, and their parents, both ways. This to me is a center spread. Okay, this picture might get a little bit bent, but it is what it is. I may put it to the side and write in there. Anyways, you've got space in here to put some little bitty pictures of the person or where they came from, or something that reminds you, or something that they did, or something. If you don't have a picture, when you get further and further back, it's harder and harder to find a picture of the person because, you know, cameras were invented at a certain point in time. Okay? But this one's a freebie. It'll be on my website and in the Facebook group page for you guys to start exploring your past and your present, because it starts with you and your parents. That's present, and then go to the past, right? I think it's beautiful, and I'm sure I'm going to be using it in the center of a signature. Was my original plan. So that's what I'm going to do with it. And look, if you don't know a lot about your own family history, like I said, interview your parents, your grandparents, if you still have those and you're blessed to have them with you. But also if you live in the local area where you were born and raised, your parents were born and raised, your grandparents, your family is from there, go to some local cemeteries. I used to do that all the time. When I first got started, it was your starting point. If you have an old family Bible that somebody's kept for generations, you are very blessed and lucky, because you can just go in there and write the information down for yourself. I mean, you know. And I've got a freebie that's going to be coming up that will help with that. It's going to be a little research notebook. Anyways, this is going to be a fun journal to put together. It's going to be a fun project to do. Every time I start a new genealogy journal for myself or for someone else, it's just, I don't know, amazingly fun to me. And I don't know, you learn so much each time. And if you find the story, oh my word, that's the best. Okay, now these are bookmarks, if you hadn't guessed, with me just yammering on here. I made 5 bookmarks here that have elements from the kit and, you know, books, like you would make a genealogy journal, right? So I made them up with this, and I think what I'm going to do is give them, I've only got 4 made. What in the world? I'm missing one. Okay, so anyways, I put the tassel on, and I think I'm going to give them, as people buy the journal kit, I'll send them a card or something, one of these bookmarks. I think they're pretty, they're interesting, and I think they're beautiful. Of course, you know, I made them, I may be a little biased, but maybe I'll send them out as Happy Mail, because sometimes people buy my journal kits and they're from somewhere that I can't mail to. Anyways, the freebie, you can make your own. You can make your own. The freebie will be in the on the website and in the Facebook group page. So there's that. And you can make your own. I backed these with file folder and inked around them a little bit. And the tassels, I got those on Amazon. I mean, they're not very expensive. And I just used a small hole. I didn't put an eyelet or a grommet or anything. It's thick enough. This is lightweight cardstock and file folder on the back, so it's not going to rip out. It's going to be fine. But yeah, there's 5 of them on the page. I somehow didn't make the 5th one for some silly reason. Okay, so you get all 5 of these on the freebie sheet, and just cut them out and make you I might give them to somebody for a thank you or something. I do that. Anyways, there you go. All those. Get these out of the way. And there it is. The Family Story Journal Kit. It took me a while to get it finished. It took me a while to start it. But to get it finished through all my convalescing and stuff. So there you go. It's going to be fun to put together and work through developing the journal and the design that I want to do in it and all that stuff. So, yep, going to be awesome. And I may use this in a lot of the future family history journals that I make, now that I have a sort of a template design, you know, for it. I think it's going to be very useful to me. I hope it's very useful to you for, you know, all your future genealogy stuff. But yeah, I've got a lot more coming with this one. There's going to be freebies and the little notebook that I was talking about, all kinds of stuff going on. Okay. Haven't forgotten about the Lady Mary. I'm waiting on something to get here. You know how the mail is now. It's really slow. So I will do a flip through for that when I get that particular item I'm waiting on. I have to put the journal cover together for that one, and then I'll do the flip through because I've got the signatures finished. So, okay. Excuse me. I hope you guys are going to love this one. I know I've said that a bunch, but I don't know what else to say. I love it. It's just, to me, it's very near and dear to my heart. So, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TTFN.